Now, while we've got you, I want to ask you about a really important story that we've been covering a lot on Sky News, and it's about a girl with autism, and her name is Bethany. That's the only information that we can give about her. But she was sectioned 3 years ago because she was deemed a risk to herself and others at the age of just 15. She's done nothing wrong, of course. And I just want to play a short video of her father talking about the conditions that she is currently living in, because he can explain this much better than I can. So if we just have a little listen now to Bethany's father.
Beth is locked away. It is a cell. There's no furniture in that room. There is a 4-inch thick mattress on the floor that she sleeps on. There's not a window that she can see out of. When it comes to feeding Beth, Beth has to move to the end of the room, sit on the floor behind a line. Only then will they open the door, slide her food in, and then quickly lock the door again. The video is of me having my weekly 2-hour contact with Beth. To have to kneel down and talk to your child like that, not because she's a criminal, but because she's autistic and unsupported, is utterly horrific.
I mean, it's pretty heartbreaking to hear from
It is, yeah.
Jeremy there, Bethany's father. You know, the NHS England has accepted it's got her care wrong. The Care Quality Commission said in May the system's not fit for purpose. The unit where she's in has acknowledged that they don't have the expertise to really look after her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not a criminal. What is going on? And can you give any assurances to Bethany's father that she's going to be moved into somewhere much more suitable for her needs?
Yes. I've met Jeremy and I insisted on a serious incident review, a serious case review into Bethany's care, which I've received a couple of weeks ago, and in fact we've published the executive summary of, which is very unusual because these things are highly sensitive, and Bethany's case is incredibly difficult and complex. And there's 10 recommendations in that review, which we are considering very carefully, essentially looking at how we can take those forward. Bethany does need to be moved, and we're lining up where we can move her to. We've got to get that right. It's a very challenging situation because her care needs are very, very significant. And I would love to see Bethany be able to move into a community setting, but again, that move would have to have all of the support in place. It's one of the things that you do as health secretaries. You come across some absolutely heartrending cases like this, either where the problems of the condition are very serious, or where care has gone wrong, as it has in this case. And you know, you do everything you can to solve it. So, as I say, I had that review done. There are 10 recommendations which we're working on now. I mean, and the department's working on them even whilst the election's going on. But there's a broader point too, which is that there are just over 2,000 people in inpatient settings who have severe learning difficulties and autism. That number is reducing, but it could come down further. And I've insisted on a case review of every single person in those conditions, because the thing
I just want to bring it back to Bethany. Yeah. I just want to bring it back to Bethany. Can you promise that she will be moved into somewhere more suitable for Christmas? And will you take this opportunity to apologise to her father for the situation that his daughter has found herself in? Yes,
of course. I apologise to Jeremy and, frankly, to Bethany for the things that have gone wrong in her care. The current plan is for her to be moved to a more appropriate setting before Christmas. I very much hope that will happen. Of course, that requires a space to become available, and there are some other people with also very, very serious conditions and complex cases that's currently in the setting that the NHS thinks is most appropriate for Bethany. And so, you know, the thing is that Bethany has an articulate, courageous, father who's willing to bring her attention to her case. I'm really glad that he has, even though it's difficult to, it's difficult viewing. I'm really glad that he has, because it has helped me to drive the system to improve the care for people in those circumstances. But there are also people in similar situations who don't have that amazing support of a parent, and we've got to make sure that they get the best care as well. Hence insisting on an independent review of every single case, so that we can ensure everybody gets the best possible care. I think this is something that we need to absolutely sort out.
Thank you for those assurances. Well,